What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of 10K on the Bay, my journey to 10,000 live listings. Today is another episode number 2 of Reseller Smackdown, and I have an awesome guest today, Pickin for Profit. His link is in the description below if you guys want to follow him. And why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your reselling and your channel, and let us know who you are.
Hey, I'm Pickin for Profit. My name is actually Josh, based in Cleveland, Ohio. I do a lot of like flea markets, sourcing at flea markets and auctions. I don't do a whole lot of clothes, more vintage, antique, hard goods. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check out my channel and my eBay store, which is Josh Moss Photo period 2008, and you'll see the kind of stuff I sell.
That's awesome. And how long have you been selling on eBay?
I actually sold on eBay back when I was a kid. Me and my friend would sell under his parents' account when you would actually get physical money sent in an envelope. We used to make exhaust for remote control cars, sell them on there, lawnmower engines, all kinds of crazy stuff. So that was back in like 5th grade. And then in high school, I didn't do anything. And then out of high school, I started selling more frequently.
Awesome. So are you ready to get into this? We're going to just look at some stores and see what we can do.
Let's smack some stores around.
All right, let's get into it. So the first store we have, wait, let's make sure that oh, it didn't go through. Let me retry. All right. Should be screen share now. So this is the first store. Can you see it okay?
There's a lag on my end, so I'm not
sure. There's a lag. Let me know when you can see it.
It's doing yeah, I can see it.
Okay, cool. So this is the first store. It's Solo Flight. So why don't you give me an idea of how you look when you're creeping on a store? How do you do it?
I honestly don't go through people's stores unless I'm actually already interested in an item.
So let's say as a shopper, you searched and you pulled up this Buffalo shirt. Would you look at their other shirts, or what would you go? Where would you?
I like to look at. I'm just curious about what brings the most money, so I usually just search for, like highest, and then go down to the kind of the junk.
I do the same thing because I want to know what sells for a lot, so I can look for it.
Yeah, I think that's the goal that we all need to focus on.
So we can see here, this is a Banana Republic shirt at $19.95 is the most expensive item in this store.
Oof.
So right off the bat,
makes me cringe right there.
I know, with free shipping. Now we are in a tough bucket because there's not much room for margin here.
Yeah, especially since what is that, like a leather? I know that's woven, so you could probably do that in a flat rate.
Yeah, this is probably going to go in a padded though. So
yeah,
we're already talking
$650.
$650 already.
Plus the cost of goods, you're making like $5 probably.
That's a tough one. And then what do you think of the pictures?
Honestly, I am so like stern on quality images, but when I'm buying, I don't really focus, or I won't not buy something because the image is bad, if that makes sense.
I agree. I will still buy it.
Yeah, I've never been like, oh, I shouldn't buy this because the picture is bad. So I don't think on one-off items pictures are really that necessary. But if 100 shirts are out there all the same, I definitely think it's best to have the best image possible. Their images, the color of the clothing and stuff looks like it's pretty spot on.
Agreed.
Which I think is the most important thing. But the background, the angle, everything's a little goofy.
That's true. I would do a neutral background if possible. It looks a little bit unprofessional with a wrinkled background. But otherwise, color is spot on. They're doing a good job with the descriptions. Do you charge for shipping?
I do free shipping on 99% of everything. But the more I watch people, and I never knew that eBay didn't really, I never noticed they don't show the shipping price. So it makes sense to have the lowest number you could pop up on the screen. So charging shipping might be the way to go. I just always thought If I do free shipping, my per sale price goes up. So
Gotcha. So if you were this person, what would you do to improve? I have a couple of ideas, but what do you think?
I would definitely, if you scroll down through the shirts, I would make them all like that. The first one's pretty good. I would make them all straight on like that, probably, just because it looks a little bit more professional.
Agreed.
Instead of having like a picture of the shoulder, I don't really get
Yeah,
why
it's
you're.
true.
And
I
if you
would go
scroll
for the
down
full.
like 4 pictures, they're showing the
I know.
side of an orange shirt.
There's these ones which are not straight on, and then there's
Yeah.
also the like close up one that we like these ones.
Yeah, I'm not feeling those. I think if they made all their pictures look like the first one and then improve their background, they would have a pretty good picture.
And
but
then
again,
also, go ahead.
they are only making $5 maximum, maybe like $2 on some of these shirts. So how much work are you actually going to want to put into it?
Yeah. So with the store, if you have a basic store, which this person does, try to get up to 250 items so you maximize your $20 investment in the store and get significantly higher. I would recommend just not buying anything that sells for less than 20 and being more picky, because this is
Yeah,
you're never going
definitely.
to get anywhere with this. It's going to take too long.
Especially
Okay.
when you're putting a shirt on a mannequin, that's like the most time-consuming thing, and then to only get a couple bucks for it.
So let's take a look at AC's awesome finds.
I
470.
like their name.
Yeah, great name, great logo. We have 471 items. That's a lot.
Yeah, I can't get over 250 like ever. They just I sell about 100 to 120 a month.
That's awesome.
I can't seem to get over 250 to 300. But again, it's all what you put into it. So
agreed. I like the straight on picture, I would say, for clothing. You can understand exactly what it looks like without even clicking in.
Me too. I'm more fan of like the hang or the lay flat than I even am of mannequins, to be 100% honest.
So we have here, this is the most expensive one. So obviously women's plus clothing again.
It's so dark and dingy.
It is a little dark, a little dingy. You have amazing photos. I don't know if you want to share your store on this call, but if you guys want to check out Josh's store later, he has some of the best pictures I've ever seen. So.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yep.
I'm definitely very anal when it comes to pictures. Sometimes I probably care a little bit too much, but for anyone out there, my background is actually, I am a photographer for my full-time job, so I kind of have.
So this is great to have you because you can really critique the photos. So for 502, that's a pretty large store. Let's take a look at the sold.
She has cute clothes too.
Very good. 51. So let me do the refresh thing because there's a glitch. Sometimes it'll give us a different number on the sold. Let's see if it'll do it while we're live on this call. Yeah, so 51 and 63, somewhere between that and the last 90 days. That's a very, very slow sell-through rate. That's only 20 items a month with 500 listed.
Yeah, and some of them are $3.50.
Yes, that's true. Some of them are really cheap. And I would almost just donate these items.
Yes, not even worth your time to package up and ship out.
Yeah, I would just rid
because
of everything.
they could leave you a bad feedback on a $2 item. It's just not even worth it.
Yeah, this person doesn't need more feedback. Once you're over 100, they're doing a good job. I think it's fine.
I've never not bought something again because someone had 20 feedback and 1 negative. It's like, I think a lot of people overthink it a lot more than it needs to be thought about. And really, if someone wants an item and in the pictures it is what it is, they're probably gonna buy it. Unless you're talking a $10,000 pair of shoes, everything matters.
It's true.
Feedback matters, pictures matter, past history of every little transaction.
So this store, what would you recommend? That's a lot of items for very few sales. This person's probably pretty frustrated with eBay.
Well, you hit the nail on the head when you said eliminate those $2 items, because
that's true. Look at all these $3 free shipping items.
Yeah, that's a lot a lot of work for absolutely no money.
It's so hard to get up there. Guys, if you are just getting started, try to, this sounds kind of crazy, but I would almost aim for like 10 times your money just so you can get,
You have to.
you have to build up your capital, and it takes a lot longer to source, but that's okay because spend your time sourcing and learning about products instead of listing stuff like this. I don't mind if you're just getting started learning how to list, but at this point, this person knows how to list. They have categories. The only one thing I would recommend on categories is switching to size, because like, let's take a look at dresses. If I go to dresses, here we have a small, and she also has the plus size, all in the same category. Wouldn't help a buyer. I actually am switching completely to categories of size eventually.
Maybe that makes sense, because if, say, you're looking for plus size and you're looking for a dress, but you see a cute pair of pants and a great top and it's your size, you're probably just going to add it to your cart. So
yep. And just for the record, guys, I auctioned off 1,300 items this week. So on one of my stores, I'm getting rid of all the junk that I purchased from just learning on YouTube and Instagram or whatever people are buying. I made 1,300 mistakes, not really mistakes, but like they're too cheap to have it even be worth my time. So definitely learn how to sell more expensive items. Yeah, we all go through that. So here we have go ahead.
I did that, and now I'm just starting to only buy things I've sold, things that I know are worth my time and energy, and not focus so much on having a ton of stuff in my store.
If you're just getting started, I would recommend at least an average selling price of $20. And the stores that we've looked at, a lot of them, their average selling price is like 10, which is very challenging. Even if you get it for 50 cents or free, even if you get it for free, it's tough.
Yeah, you're only making $2. You're going to get burnt out extremely fast.
So here we have a store, 438, so pretty decent size. It does have the full square photo, you know, because a lot of them, they're taking it on a phone and it's skinnier.
Yes.
So what do you think?
They're a little wrinkly looking for, they're not very clean, but you can definitely see what you're getting, which I think is important.
True.
But everything to me looks like dirty clothes. I know they're probably not, but it looks like they got it out of the clothes hamper.
That's because like it wouldn't stop. If I wanted this shirt, I would still buy it.
Exactly. I bought shirts that look worse than that.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're building a store and a brand, it's not so much about what will sell, it's how you want to represent yourself. And I think image in anything in life is so important.
Absolutely. And again, I would say definitely all these photos are dark.
Everything's super dark, and it looks like they're just using natural sunlight, which isn't a bad thing. They just need to learn how to use the natural sunlight.
For sure.
I think Tommy one's a good picture.
The Tommy one is a good picture. Guys, I like the idea of highlighting the flag, because that's why people are even looking at this.
Yes.
They're going to click in and look at the rest of the photos and see how much more awesome this looks than this.
Exactly.
Right? Like, even if you didn't have any more pictures, this is so bright and lively. And even though you can see the whole garment here, it actually reduces the value of it.
And I don't like when people have the same image on multiple backgrounds, even though I think I might have a couple in my store like that. I think it's really unprofessional looking, but I am guilty of that myself.
I do that as well. But I think the wood is the best here, just because it looks the most natural and it's not dark. But avoid dark photos. I would say that's a common thing we were seeing in a lot of pictures. So almost more than a cluttered background, a dark background is worse. Like if someone's taking it in the back of their door in their bathroom where the lighting is good, it's still okay. For
sure. Lighting in any type of photography is the most important thing.
Agreed. And I think that there's a lot of stuff here. It does, for some reason, look like it's all from somebody's closet.
Yeah, it's like they cleaned the house. They watched a 10K on the Bay video and they got very motivated and started selling all their clothes.
That's right. I recommend you sell everything you own just to get started. You can always buy it back.
Yeah, the margins are great.
The margins are great. Shoes, I like eventually getting them all uniform the way you do it, because then you look like a store.
Yeah, you just look so much more professional. Like I like the two Lang zigzag, how they fit like a key up there together.
Yeah.
But the quality of the picture is just
Really low. And I would
yeah,
also rotate it so that it's normal. Like one of them is right. They're both right. One's upside down and one's right side
yeah.
up, so you can get a better idea.
It's
So
very
that's
good
okay.
point.
Sounds good. This store is fine. I would say that lighting improvement would help the sell-through rate because not only would it help the sell-through rate, I think it could charge a little more.
And I would say take the time to hang the clothes up maybe for a few days and let some of the wrinkles fall out.
That's a good point.
Just spray them with some wrinkle releaser.
That's a great tip. All right, here we go. Now we're at shoes and gear outlet. I like featured items a lot. I think it gives you a nice feel. And these are all, this is a picture, and these look like stock photos maybe?
Yeah, definitely
This is a
stock
photo
photos with those watches.
white background. Pretty close to pure white. The lighting's a little bit harsh, but it wouldn't, like this is professional. No one would not buy because of this picture.
Yep. I personally wouldn't use that picture, but I don't see anything totally wrong with it. I think they could.
What would you do better on this picture?
Again, lighting. It could just be brighter.
Fair enough. And I think even though it is relatively bright, it's kind of harsh.
Like in that photo right there, it looks pretty good. But when you actually click on it and go through the other ones,
that's true.
When they do the close-ups,
and also this picture doesn't show anything. So
yeah, it's a wasted picture.
It's a wasted picture. But I also go ahead.
Do they open up the hat and show?
No, the hat's not open, which would be nice if you want to see the inside of this.
Yeah, no sweat stains. Even though it looks brand new, you'd still wanna.
Yep. So that is interesting. I do like the idea of putting more photos in because you'll get the full search rank boost with more photos. So 109 available. Let's take a look at. I like this mix of new and used. That means probably some retail arbitrage.
Yeah. Or a lot of time garage sale season, you find new stuff.
True. So we have.
One thing I think people should try to do, just my opinion, I don't know if you agree with me or not, is try to have everything in your store like look the same as far as backgrounds. I don't think it's smart to have like carpet, wood, white backgrounds, and blue backgrounds. I think you should just make it a little more uniform. It looks a lot more professional.
You look less like a store.
Yeah. You look more like a store, less like a person selling stuff out of their closet.
So the only thing that I think on these jean photos is that
the angle's a little wonky.
The angle's a little wonky. So I'm not like this one is much better. I don't know what the deal is. Were you standing on a stool for this one? Just kidding. I don't know what the deal is with those ones. Like
when you shoot down, they look kind of peg leg-ish.
Yeah, it's true. Looks like you're shooting down on these, which is a little bit strange. Cleat season.
Quicksilver is a good. If they did all their clothes on that wood background and it looked like that, that'd be nice.
I know. Perfect. This is basically perfect because it's good. It's all you need.
Nice.
If I was doing this store, I don't mind this photo, but if you're gonna do this photo, since there's nothing unique on the pocket, I would just do one pocket. That way you can see the
and
tag.
Again, I would shoot straight down. The angles are so weird.
Yeah, and there's no uniformity here. So someone's scrolling through your store, it doesn't look like a store. But
they have really good price points though. I noticed a lot of their stuff sells for quite a bit of money.
That's right. They're getting good pricing.
Yep. They're selling quality goods, not a bunch of junk.
This is $4 more than I got for this exact pair. What's up with that? So it's funny. I want to show you guys something. So this guy sold this. All 4 of these are my listings that popped up. So I do like a straightforward picture, and it's interesting that this is going to pop up. So if you guys do like look at the uniformity here, right? I'm going to be more likely to click on this. It actually looks like the same store. So
exactly,
that is interesting. It's funny how my listing popped up. Okay, here we have Trex Trading Co. What do you think of these photos
I
so
like
far?
those. I like them.
Me too. Like this is someone's. If they're asking $192 for an item, I really
They should look like that.
should look like that.
Hmm.
Beautiful. Um,
And for reviewing their store, I think they should send me those Ray-Bans.
that's right. They have beautiful pictures. Um, this price point looks a little bit low. I don't know. I think I would charge for shipping, unless this is just a really competitive thing. But this was like a nice shirt. I feel like it would be. This is a $20 shirt. Seems like.
I don't know if it's just my computer, but the preview picture or the thumbnail, the first one,
Yeah.
looks pretty good when you see it smaller, but it kind of looks a little. They look kind of hazy.
This is no. That's true. It's not as in focus.
It's not very sharp at
Not very
all.
sharp. Yes.
It looks like a cell phone picture.
Interesting. So yeah, if you're gonna sell higher end stuff, maybe invest in a more expensive in a point and shoot because it's gonna do circles around a iPhone. Also, you can invest in better lighting. It'll make your camera look a lot better.
And when you say invest, you can really get a decent camera with decent lighting for a few $100 for everything. And we're trying to run a professional store. I don't think that's a crazy dollar amount to step your game up. So
This is pretty
if you're on the
awesome,
fence,
guys.
I would definitely do that.
So I'm getting a couple of text messages based on people saying, "How do we feel about the gut reaction to pricing?" So what do you think on these shirts as a dude? You see these prices, what do you think?
I don't care if it's 1912 or 1999. Those seem like $20 for a nice shirt doesn't seem like a lot. So
Yeah, this seems really cheap. I like this.
these are
Tough.
like $60 shirts in the store, I would think. So
Yeah. This Robert Graham's pretty cheap. I like the 23% off sale. I think that's pretty unique. Top rated plus. This person is doing all the. It's interesting. You guys see when you charge for shipping, they don't get the top rated plus button. So maybe that will give you a little bit of a boost. I don't know. But this store looks really nice. Is there anything you would do differently?
I would just say they're selling and have plenty of enough inventory and money going through their business to just invest in a better camera.
Agreed. Like even this.
But their angles, everything look really good. The light's good. It's just
this is a little fuzzy.
Yeah, people want to zoom in and see every detail. At least I do.
Yeah. Yeah, this is good enough, but I guess I would agree with you. Just one more step to make it a little bit more premium. But this person obviously knows what they're doing.
Yeah, I like their store. There's out of everyone we looked at so far, I think it's the best.
T-Rex. And then I would also put your most expensive items here for the featured items.
See, I do. I just let mine go automatically.
Do you?
But for me, I want to do as minimal with my store as possible. If it can just, I don't want to have to go in there and tweak stuff every now and or every day. Every now and then's okay, but less work is better for me. That's again why I opt out to do free shipping on everything.
Gotcha. Okay, here we got Jordi Hilfiger.
They don't have a store, or do they do? Yeah, they have a store.
Yeah, they have a store.
First thing I would do is add some sort of banner.
Yeah, I would add some banner, even a profile picture at least.
I honestly don't even have a profile picture, but I do have a banner, and I just think it just stands out.
I think so too. I like these pictures as far as getting an idea of what the item looks like. Definitely dark though. Yeah,
the photography's pretty amateur.
Pretty amateur. Great stuff, because if you look at the pricing, you're looking at a $30 average price point plus shipping, guys. These are probably all thrifted items. So look at $30 versus $10 is like a world of difference. This person's going to scale so much faster. And 156 items, pretty decent sized for these pricier things. Like these shoes, if it's Easter hot lavas, man, they look like dark. So dark.
Yeah. I think they're probably trying to show that the bottoms look like they're glowing or something.
Let's take a look. Yeah, but still, even the non-glowy picture is pretty dark.
Yeah, I'd put those on a white background and make those colors pop.
And worst case scenario, guys, if you don't have great lighting, just take the picture of these outside. It'll be fine.
Yeah, outside
So
is the best. And if
outside's the
you're
best.
new to photography, just if you have a cloudy day, cloudy days are best.
Yeah, I like this though. It's totally good enough. And again, we talked about like uniformity, making your store look pretty awesome.
Hmm.
Um, and then I just want to do one caveat, guys. Most people don't look through the whole store, so just I mean, more. I think it's sort of the thing like eBay sellers will be more critical of eBay sellers than customers will. So just make sure.
Absolutely.
I think when you do uniformity, what I think the biggest advantage is that you save time. You know, thinking about how you want to shoot it.
Yeah. And I think, like you said, having different categories more like niche down is probably a good way to get a few more like add-on sales.
Hmm. The store looks good. I would say maybe mix in some. Um, I was gonna say mix in some cheaper stuff, but here we have some cheaper stuff because just to get some traffic.
I have that
Um,
same sports bag right there for
do you?
sale. Yeah. I think mine's like 19.99 though.
What? Yeah, you get to see other people lowballing. I think this is worth a lot more.
What is it? Coca-Cola?
Maybe not. I would ask at least $10. No? All right. Whatever. Let's go to the next store. So here we have another one. No store banner again. This person has a lot of, these are stock photos, and this person does some drop shipping, I believe. So you can see some of the, but guys, as you can see, look how ridiculously awesome stock photographs look with how bright they are.
And you can make a picture like that watch with the complete white background, and you don't have to be a pro at all. It's not that hard to make that level
Mhm.
of a picture.
And if you look at this, how dark this watch picture is, like you can't even appreciate it.
I know.
You almost ask $10 more for just a different background there. Um, these
Even
are
those kind of are
definitely,
dark.
yeah, these are stock photography from somewhere.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice watches though.
nice watches. Let's see, we would both recommend a banner. That's a lot of feedback, so great job there. Only 20 items for sale. Definitely need to get more stuff in here.
But he looks
Um,
like he probably has 100 of those 20 items, you know?
right, of course.
So
The multi-quantity is nice.
so nice. List it once
And then
and
here
just
we
let
have
it.
multi-quantity and multi-variable,
It's really
which is
nice.
beautiful. So you have
Yeah.
probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is great, guys. You may even want to go to AliExpress or something and order a set. This person probably ordered one of each color and threw them up. Don't buy these because they're not even selling for $6.85 free shipping. So, but yeah, you can experiment with wholesale because you can imagine, you order $1, one listing, and you can get, if you had 10 of each, you can get 50 items up. You want to get something that sells better.
And that's when I want to take back my words of saying making $2 or $3 isn't really worth my time. If you have 1,000 of those and you're only making $3, that's a totally different story.
Gotcha. Throwback snapbacks. Ooh, the Trans Am in the
Cool.
background.
I
I
love
like
that their hat actually has their name embroidered on it.
that
That's
is
pretty cool.
that is pretty sick. And this is one thing. This is what I love about eBay, having that ability to do that.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the store. The heartbeat of vintage. Beautiful. So you can see how like this person loves their store. You can tell.
Yeah, you can tell he's selling stuff that he likes, which is
Yeah,
really cool.
very cool. Great items. Got the palette background. I like the palette, but these are dark.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Usually, or
Well,
this
he's
looks like
shooting
maybe a
on a
deck.
dark wood, so that makes it dark. Then a dark shirt. It's just everything is so low key.
Mm. These are
The colors look
definitely
spot on though, which is important.
they're definitely spot on. This looks like it's outside on a deck. This is a table, maybe.
I think that previous listing was outside on the deck too.
Which is fine. I don't mind that. I like these. I like the mannequin for the hat, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little dark for my taste.
Yeah, I like
This
that
one
hat though,
especially.
right there.
This Hurley
That
one.
Hawaiian. Yeah, that's nice.
It is nice. 19.99 free shipping. I would try charging for shipping. Honestly, I think that some of us should at least try because I feel like 19.99 plus shipping, it would sell the same as 19.99 free shipping. I don't feel like it would prevent me from buying the hat.
Yeah, I think I need to experiment a little bit with that and see what works for me. But as far as these pictures, they look pretty good. I think maybe I would try to shoot the hat on an angle just so you can see the pattern on the hat a little more. I know he's putting focus on the front, which is obviously important. But like that flower one, is the whole hat patterned or is it just the front?
Wait, there was one that wasn't at an angle. Like the beanie is more at an angle.
Yeah, the beanies. Exactly. If they did that with the ball caps, I think it would get a little more.
I think so. Maybe just a slight tilt.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the length of the hat. Yeah, the beanies are on point. This one too.
And I'm just being picky to give him some pointers.
And I kind of like the whole head, even though less of it is the hat. But there's a lot of white space in these photos.
Yes.
Here's a McDonald's hat. That's sick. All right. But that looks good. I like the niching because we've noticed that if you sell a lot of the similar items, you can roll through it really fast because you can sell similar off your own listings, which makes things really quick if you like to put titles a certain way. But here we have like rare, vintage, mortification tour. Vintage, you can also put VTG and it will fill up. It will, if somebody types in vintage and you have VTG, it'll still pull up.
Yep.
But I don't think NWT actually pulls up new. I don't think people use that term.
I see it on their listings a lot, though.
Yeah, sellers use
it. New with tags, right?
Mm-hmm. People will search vintage, though. I don't know if they would search rare. All right, let's roll to the next one. She's sassy.
I'm guessing this is a woman's page.
Hey, don't discriminate. It could be a dude.
It could be.
It's probably
could be a smart guy selling women's clothes.
Yep. See, I love these categories. This makes me so happy. I can't pull this off yet, but look how easy it would be
so professional
for me to search my size, which is size 12. Hopefully I can get some drag pumps. Wow, they've got
that looks really good.
7 shoes that I could wear. That's amazing. Let's see. I love the black and the white. What do you think? These are pretty standard.
I like their picture. Yeah, their pictures are nice. I wouldn't do that kind of layout with one like overlapping like that because just from a distance it looks like it all blends in together. It looks like a brown V instead of a shoe. But
and this is the classic profile picture at a retail store.
I'd probably just put one shoe with the main pic, but that's just me.
That's industry standard is the one shoe.
There's 2, unless it says 1.
There's a little bit of a dustiness there. I have sold one shoe twice, so guys, don't discriminate. If you find a lonely shoe out there with no pair, they will just they'll still sell as long as you put in the title there's only one shoe, otherwise people will not look. They'll just assume like this one that there's 2.
Yeah, you'd assume.
These really are worth $28. Wow.
They're pretty cool, man. What are they? Nursemaid? Oh, they're for nurses.
But size 12. Well, yeah, those aren't feminine enough for me to go that route. A lot of these are women's shoes, though.
Yeah, that was more like a working shoe, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Those are probably super expensive in the store.
Let me look at solds here. So between 90, depending on the eBay glitch, let's see if it'll pull up a different number. Yeah, 90 and 52. So one must be two. Let's see. I'm going to investigate and see what this is. So we have August 11th, goes back to May 14th. Let me refresh this.
That's weird. Yeah, it goes from 90 to 52.
So May to June. Yeah, so it looks like 60 days and 90 days, guys. I don't know why it fluctuates between that, but we all know how weird it is. So go ahead and this store, what would you do differently?
I'm not a fan of the main profile pic as two shoes.
Yeah, agreed.
Staged the way they have them. But with that said, I love that that's the way they do it, and all their shoes are done that way.
That's true. It looks like they also eat some crackers because you see the stuff in the background. So try to keep your background free of clutter because people can see it when they zoom up. I don't think that's preventing any sales, but just to be more professional.
For sure.
All right. She's sassy and classy. Now we have the UBS shop, the UBS shop, the UB shop. I don't know. 204. Looks like more hard goods off the bat. $31 tank top. What?
New with tags.
New with tags.
I never even heard of Chaser. That's the brand.
I would get a nicer hanger. Maybe a wood one.
Especially if you're selling it for $30 and it's on sale, so they're probably asking 36.
Good money. I love the hard goods, baby.
They got the train pieces. I always heard those sell pretty well.
The train pieces look amazing.
$277 for some
stamps.
Nice.
Damn. You know how much I love selling glass. How about you? Do you sell any glassware?
I've sold a few pieces, but I'm not gonna sell stuff. I'm not gonna sell a whole set like that.
That is rough. I bet this has been probably sitting here forever. I could be wrong, but
I'll sell it if it's like new old stock, like in the original cardboard boxes or something. But that just looks like a return waiting to happen.
For sure. It'd be so hard to pack this. And if you can, try to ship glass by air, but then it starts to get so expensive if you don't ship ground. I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
Here we got a giant Pikachu. If it was a Gengar, maybe I would consider it, but not Pikachu.
Did something happen with Pokemon? Because it seems like it's resurging.
They released the legendary birds. So
okay,
it's going big again. Yeah. Not that I would know anything about Pokemon. I love shoes is one of my big sellers, but this is definitely very dark.
Yeah.
And wrinkled background again.
And they might be older, I'm not sure, but they need to just like get a little lower, like bend over a little bit farther when they're taking their picture. Everything seems like it's
these are maybe on a table.
Mm-hmm. So they need to maybe put it up higher and take pictures of it if they don't want to bend over that far.
Look at that. Bolo guys, LuLaRoe, 10 watchers. Oh, for real, friends. Cuddly my giggly monkey, guys. Amazing. All right, let's go to
If this kind of stuff sells, it definitely blows my mind what people will buy.
We have 203. So definitely get more stuff in your store. 203. 50. That's a really good sell-through rate for how few items. So looks like this weird stuff does sell quite well.
Yeah, and they've sold a lot of stuff. So they're definitely a pro.
Oh, and I love this. See, guys, this is the private thing that I'm going to go through and teach you guys how to do if you don't want people creeping your store. I love this idea. We have no idea what they sold, really.
I know. I need to figure out how to do that or just actually
make a video.
Do it because you can see what people, every little thing that I have. Like, I have people that sell me stuff, creep on my store. Mm-hmm. And I don't want them knowing that I paid $1 for something and sold it for $100.
I'm going to just keep this open so I can look at it later. Here we have the Williams clothing outlet.
Oh, that's the best banner and profile picture we've seen yet. It looks like a real store.
And it's also nice. Glassco, so hopefully there's some glass in here. What? No glass so far. Let's see. I like this background a lot. Really, really good lighting somehow.
Yeah, everything they look like they know what they're doing as far as selling image.
Absolutely. This looks fantastic.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't like free shipping, but it's all good.
But you get that big thing that says free shipping.
You do get the big thing that says free
You don't
shipping.
got to worry about, like, as a shopper, I don't want to love something, add it to my cart without looking, and then notice, like, oh, they're gouging me on shipping. I just want to know what I'm paying, and I just want to just know and be done with it.
Here we go back to the uniformity thing. This maybe they're just improving it. This looks so awesome. And
Yeah,
then,
it's probably a new thing they're doing.
yeah, and
I
then
would
you can
say.
see, look how much more thing you see when a square photo versus the cropped.
Yeah,
Obviously, pants are different, but like the shirts are cropped. This is a shirt and it's cropped, and you just lose so much real estate.
absolutely.
Um,
Depending on what you're selling, for sure.
40D,
I
that's
need to
my
get in the
size.
bra game.
I know we need to get our bra game up, but mine's so weak.
I'm serious. They make
Um,
so much money. I see these people selling used bras for so much money.
I
Or
know.
they're probably not used, but I don't know if they are. They probably are.
This store looks great. 439, the best banner we've seen so far.
Absolutely.
These probably stock photos. Let's look at the sell-through rate real quick.
I would say it is just based on their other photos, but
Fantastic tie picture. Very clear.
pretty cool tie.
So you can see like their better picture ones are the ones that the clear lighting have sold pretty quick. So
They definitely stand out.
great store. I would definitely charge more if you can for shipping. I think that these are items like this. Why wouldn't have somebody paid shipping for this? It's rare enough that how much competition is there for this shirt? You know,
The Fat Albert one?
even the Fat Albert one,
Yeah.
both of these, like somebody would have paid $4.99 for shipping.
Yes.
So, and there can't be that many vintage Fat Albert shirts.
No. No.
Like just to give you guys,
stains.
let's see, vintage Fat Albert shirt. There's that much vintage Fat Albert stuff, 192 items. So 60 of them. You can see the pricing is much higher for all this stuff. So
just me knowing, I would have done it at $24.99 free shipping.
Right.
And I don't even know the value of them. I just know that that's what I would price it at because it's older and it's a t-shirt and
people like that well-worn look. All right, so that's a good one. Let's move on to the online entrepreneur. Clothing. I like the lighting. First glance.
What is that? Like a bamboo thing in the back?
Bamboo. The bamboo looks nice.
Yeah.
I like wood background. I think it brings out the color in items quite well.
But Google and stuff doesn't like it as much, right?
Apparently Google doesn't like it. But here's the thing. Isn't Google smart? Can't their like computers know what they're like, oh, we're a computer, so we can't recognize this because of the background?
Yeah. Well, what I want to argue is people that are going on eBay to look for jeans aren't going to Google and typing in jeans, you know. They're already at eBay. They're already at the place where they're at. They don't have to find it through Google. So unless you're selling maybe hard goods of some sort, it's a little different. But clothing, I think you're at eBay already.
There's such an opportunity here to crop and make it the most, like 90% of the picture of this shirt. But it's like 50% of this shirt. So I would definitely take a little bit more time to center these photos. And if you can take them in square form and then upload them after, that would look way better because you have such good lighting and it's just almost wasted with only having a third of the picture of the item.
Yeah, for sure.
Guys, always be listing because you get this newly listed boost.
When you do your listings, do you have yours on a, like, say you put up 30 new listings, do you have them scheduled out so they release every couple hours, or do you just do them all?
I don't. I just have them all listed at the same time.
Yeah, I want to start doing it on a schedule.
I like that too. I think it's hard because you have to pay 10 cents or you have to use a third party to do it.
Again, it's 10 cents when you're talking
true.
a $40 item or something.
Yeah,
so it all depends on what you're selling.
Depends on what you're selling. If you guys have a $30 average sell price, which is what I recommend, 10 cents shouldn't destroy you to have it give you a tiny boost. So not a lot of sales.
Pretty good numbers though on the stuff they're getting.
Great pricing. Yeah. So great job on holding out for the profit. You just need more stuff in your store because
and crop it in a little tighter, like Chris said.
Crop it in a little bit tighter, but high quality goods sell for big money even with an average photo.
Absolutely.
Like Patagonia, you probably could have just thrown this on in your trunk and it still would have sold for at least 30. So 34 plus. I mean, oh, this person's in Canada. Awesome. So that may make it more difficult because I know Canada Post is expensive. So if I was in Canada, I might bump it up to $50 average selling price because the shipping is so expensive there.
Ugh, we all get gouged on shipping.
Let's go to, does that say fashion or Lashing?
Yeah. It looks like Lashing, but I think it's supposed to be fashion.
Okay, let's see here. See how amazing natural lighting looks?
Yeah, those are actually, I like those boots. Those are nice.
I know, right? Looks good.
The angle's a little weird, but.
Angle's very wonky. Get down there with a more bird's eye view. This is so interesting. It's kind of like me looking down at the shoes, which is
exactly.
not how I
That's exactly how they took the pictures.
Yeah, this person, yeah, they're at least crouching.
The light's pretty good though.
The light is excellent.
And I was gonna say the boots are nice, but they should be if they're $300.
$300. Let's see. 683 items, pretty large store.
I think a lot of people get caught on building a large store, at least a number in your store. But for me, I can never get to that number because my items are selling so fast, which I think is the point everyone should be at.
You should definitely maintain that sell-through rate. Items that don't sell are a waste of time.
Yeah, who cares if you have 1,000 listings? Then you got to run sales and you have to put in so much more work. Just lower the price the first time.
That's another good point. Like you are really just the average of the number of listings that you make each week. So just make sure that you guys get stuff that sells. Let's see here. Yeah, this is all good stuff. I would recommend, I don't know what I would do for this store. It looks okay.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Just maybe take square photos because if you were to take a photo that's just like, you know, square, you can cut out some of the background, give people a better idea of the pattern because you can't see it when only half of the picture of it is in the thumbnail. From here, it's hard to see the pattern.
For sure. And you got to remember, a lot of people are looking at this stuff on their cell phones or small devices, so having as big a picture as possible is key.
So here we have Core Auction.
Baby. It's a cool logo.
There's so many for reals. For real. We've seen like
I
four.
Never even heard of them.
So
are they like the new Beanie Baby these days?
Maybe they're the new Beanie Baby. This is not a very good price though, so maybe they are like Beanie Babies. Oh, ended. $11.95 for shipping. Holy crap! Does this not fit in a padded flat rate?
That's real fur. It's heavy.
That's real. Wow. Well,
I guess it's vintage.
It's vintage. Love it. We've got. Shoot! Wow. These look like the same photos, but
those are definitely this exact same.
Size, because this is not like a size 4. Come on, bro.
Hey, he's using his time wisely.
Okay, that's true. At least pick a different profile picture. Let's see here.
Change it up a little bit.
Someone's gonna say, "Can I see the actual photo?"
And you're gonna have to do all the work over again.
Aqua Pump. I love the hard goods. Hopefully, you guys are hitting up garage sales because you'll find this stuff. It sells. I love the pricing on this store. Really high end stuff.
Ferrari Aviators. Nice. It definitely should. They're hard goods. They should all do on a nice white background, though.
Mm-hmm. These are not super easy to photograph, so pretty good.
Yeah, anything with like polarized lenses or like that, the reflections are super hard to deal with.
I would definitely try to get square photos and use the whole space because look how much nicer these look than the tie as far as the photo. But how do you feel about people holding their items like coins or accessories or belt buckles or?
I'm not a fan, but I don't think it's gonna deter someone from really buying it. But for me, it just doesn't look very professional. Unless you
Agreed.
have really nice hands. I don't want everyone to see my hangnail or the dirt underneath my fingernail.
True. Guys, I think this is, if you're gonna do just this photo, try to put the sleeve or the cuff in it, so that I can see the cuff as a dude that wears dress shirts. These are kind of washed out. Why is that?
It looks like they did some. They used their iPhone and they pressed on the screen and then brighten. You know?
Yeah.
Those are definitely shot with their iPhone or some kind of cell phone.
Super harsh lighting.
Way
some
too
vintage. Are these really vintage? These don't look 25 years old.
I know, vintage and antique get thrown around.
This photo is just lazy. Come on.
It's such a weird. It's so weird too. Like that's not a natural size of a photo.
And
like
either is this
like
one. The cropping. Hopefully, you're not cropping like a stain out or something.
Yeah.
Because don't do. If there's a stain, you should put it in the first picture. Like this one. Why is this one more of the item? So definitely got to work in consistency.
Picture. They should.
Don't crop out all the white space. It looks so wonky.
I think they're trying to go for more of like a professional stock photo there. Right. But you can't fake it.
Man, this is some good stuff.
Is that all their stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some quality stuff right there.
Really high quality stuff. I like that. See, guys, this is what I mean by this is a distraction background. Like, not a good background because it has all this stuff in the back, but the lighting is good. I would much rather have this.
Unique high-end item that there's not another 1,000 of those on there, so you don't have to be the best photo. It's gonna get chosen. It's
gonna get chosen, and like the lighting is great. So
absolutely, and the background isn't terrible.
Is this a
I know there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but it's still, at least it's all high key. It's all white stuff.
Yeah, no, it looks good. So this person's store is legit. We just recommend a more consistency with your photos.
Absolutely.
And you've got a good eye, so let's go to the next one.
They're pretty new too. It looked like they only had 100 feedback.
Pretty new. How do you feel about using your face? What about using somebody else's face?
I would, if you're gonna use a face, I would make it your own.
Okay.
And I would make sure that you're a decent human being. Like take a shower and.
That's true. Phoenix is a pretty good looking dude, so I'm okay with this. So
yeah, I have a feeling that's not really the guy though. He doesn't look like he would pick out pink weights and.
Maybe it's not a dude, or maybe maybe it's a lady.
Those all look like things a woman would buy. Honestly,
hilarious.
Which I'm kind of stereotyping, but those look like woman finds.
Because we have a Disney Sleeping Beauty cup, some pink dumbbells, some pink snowboarding goggles. Wow.
Yeah. Exactly.
We do have a pretty manly motorcycle helmet.
Ski helmet? No, that's a snowboarding helmet or something.
A snowboarding helmet.
Yeah.
These photos are fantastic.
Absolutely.
If this is wow. This is post. This is edit. Oh, maybe not.
That's in a light box. Or just on a white background with decent lighting. Which I think that from a distance though looks so much more professional.
Agreed. This is a little bit out of focus. No, or actually, maybe not. Just a little worn.
Are those Birkenstocks or whatever they're called?
Yeah, these are the Birkenstocks. I have them in every color. I think I only have one orange, one left.
Nice. Where'd you find those?
Just Goodwill.
You have some great Goodwills. It sounds
I do. The Goodwills are really good here. They're just expensive. Like and when you find one Birkenstock, you usually find a bunch of them.
Yeah, the same person donated a whole bag full.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say their stuff's overall really nice.
I
It
like
has
it.
good appeal from a distance.
And pushing your own stuff, that's freaking awesome. Let's see.
I take it back, dude. It might be a guy.
Yeah, it might be a guy. Guys, pick up all the motivational speaking stuff. They're worth a grip of money because a lot of people listen to them. I listen to them. So,
Hmm.
great pictures. A little bit washed out, but that's not really that big a deal.
I think what they're doing is brightening up their background and post a little bit, maybe.
I think so.
But it was nice that you could tell that that was in the plastic, so the quality's there.
How many items? 630. This is a pretty large store. Let's see if the sell-through rate justifies it. Um, hopefully, a lot of these are multi-quantity. So
He looks like a
87.
very one-off kind of thing. Oh, he's not even in America.
Why did it switch to the UK page? Oops, it's back to my store. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, they are in the UK.
Yeah.
Good call.
Which when I'm seeing what other countries sell versus what we sell here, it changes so much that I don't even really feel comfortable using them as comps.
No, that's true. But these are amazing photos.
Yeah,
So I like it.
their store's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of my store. They have a lot of really good photos, and then every once in a while they have like he got lazy and took that with his cell phone picture.
True. We all do that. Lighthouse
Some
1311. Guys, this is going to be the last one because I got to run, but let's take a look. What do you think of these gallery photos?
I actually am a fan of like pick stitch photos if you use the right one stitched together. I'm not sure how eBay feels about them though,
True.
because it's kind of misleading. It looks like you're getting more than what you're getting. I've never inquired or asked anyone about that though. It's pretty cool shirt.
It was a very cool shirt. Probably, I would want to ask more, but maybe you can't.
The collar looked a little chewed on.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff, but their photo quality's a little.
The photo quality is a
weird.
little bit lower, but I like the gallery or the mosaic photo.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of those. Plus, I just like it because they're square. They just fit so nice.
Yeah, they look beautiful. I love it. So, guys, hopefully this gives you guys an idea of what to look at. A profile picture and a banner would make the store look a little more professional. But I love these photos. It gives you a great idea of everything.
Yeah, the quality in the photo is good.
Quality of the photo is excellent. Let's look at sold really quick. 489.
Which I feel like the takeaway from this show we keep talking about is picture quality. So hopefully everyone is getting the point that picture quality is important.
And I'm going to end this just so that we can talk to the fans. Just kidding. The people who are in the audience right now for a second. Let's see if I can. Yeah, and I just want you guys to know that it really is not a beauty contest. Like every one of these items are going to sell eventually, even with average photos or even bad photos. But if you want to stand out, picture quality is huge.
Yeah, and if you want to eliminate, I know you sell a lot of clothes. If you're trying to eliminate returns and you show pictures that show every little detail, they have no excuse. So they know what they're getting compared to if the photo's dark and then they get it and they say there's a stain, something along those lines. So picture quality is key.
So I'm going to hop off, guys, and run to the post office before they close because I missed my drop off again. But Josh, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you? And then maybe I can be on your channel if you want me for something in the future.
For sure. On Instagram, it's Pickin #4 Profit, which I'm highly active on Instagram. I think it's one of the best tools to use that's underutilized right now. I'm also Pickin for Profit on YouTube, and you can check out my videos there. And my eBay store, again, for anyone that wants to go creep on it, is Josh, Josh, Moss, Moss, photo, Photo, period, 2008. Yes, that's the same one from the day I opened it. So go ahead, go creep, and maybe you'll find something that you want to buy. No low balls. Oh, I hate that.
All right, guys. Have a great one. Thank you.
Have a good weekend, everybody.